Hello, I'm Annette Young and welcome to the 51%, a show about women reshaping our world. Coming up, fury in South Korea over the rise of hidden camera porn where women are secretly filmed as the government begins to crack down on the practice. Also, indigenous women take to the stage in Bolivia to recount their tales of surviving violence, their performances having been warmly received in a country with one of Latin America's highest rates of femicide. And the salt queen of Senegal, who offers an extra twist to her product by adding iodine, a chemical that helps with brain development in babies and young children. But we begin in South Korea, whose K-pop music is dominating the international scene. Yet its bubblegum image may not be that sweet after all. A hidden camera porn scandal has rocked the nation after one of its stars was found to have recorded sexual acts with women without their knowledge. The practice is called molka and has become an epidemic in South Korean society, prompting women to take to the streets in anger, as our team on the ground report.
These Seoul City employees are on a mission. Armed with electronic devices and mirrors, they check every nook and cranny to ensure these women's toilets are free of spy cams.
We haven't found any hidden cameras yet. By doing this, we hope to deter would-be voyeurs from hiding spy cams here.
Launched by the city government in 2016, the Molka prevention squads, comprising 81 women, inspect every public toilet in Seoul. Even when they find nothing, their presence is reassuring.
I feel anxious when I use public toilets. I'm always worried that I'm being spied on. But thanks to these women, I feel more at ease.
She has good reason to be worried about simply using a public toilet. The use of hidden cameras to spy on women in public places, known as molka, has reached epidemic levels in South Korea. The devices are found not only in public conveniences, but also in swimming pool changing rooms and other places. Most of the inappropriate footage is shared on websites. Police recorded 7,600 molka cases nationwide in 2017 alone. Then in March, it was revealed that 1,600 guests had been spied on at more than 40 hotels across the country.
We started inspecting public places to help reduce the anxiety about molka felt by members of the public and to ensure that they can use conveniences in safety.
Buying a tiny spy cam is easy in South Korea, a country known for its cutting-edge technology. In Yongsan, Seoul's electronics district, the gadgets can be bought for as little as €100. They're disguised as pens, car keys and other innocent-looking items, and they're just as easy to buy online. This is sophisticated spying equipment that can be bought by anyone in South Korea. Last August, more than 70,000 South Korean women protested against molka in Seoul, in the biggest demonstration of its kind in the country's modern history. They demanded tougher police action against molka, while the government responded by providing €5 million for the fight against voyeurism. These activists have joined the campaign to end digital sex crimes. They encourage victims to file official complaints, something many women have traditionally been reluctant to do. They also go online and delete molka photos and videos. Some blame the scale of the molka problem on South Korean society's attitude towards women.
Our society remains highly patriarchal and macho. In South Korean companies, according to the OECD, the gender gap when it comes to salaries is very high. It shows how different the salaries earned by men and women are. In Korea, men think they're superior to women and that making videos like this is no big deal. It's just a game to them.
뭐 어때? 재미로 찍었잖아. 아까랑 연결되는 거죠.
The penalty for committing these crimes is nothing compared to the stigma faced by the victims. Some of them are driven to suicide.
자살하는 경우도 되게 많아요.
Perpetrators of Molka face a maximum fine of €10,000 or up to 5 years in prison. But in 2017, only 2% of the 5,400 people arrested over Molka allegations received custodial sentences.
To Bolivia now, where an innovative method is being used to help indigenous women who are survivors of gender-based violence. Using theatre, the women act out their life stories. It's become a hit with audiences in a country which has one of South America's highest rate of femicide.
True stories of domestic violence brought to life on stage. These indigenous women in Bolivia are acting in Cusicita, a play based on their own personal experiences. It's put on by the troupe Coriwarmis, which means women of gold in the Aymara language. Their goal? Shining the spotlight on the issue of gender-based violence and convincing women to stand up for themselves.
It's true that we, as women who've suffered violence, remain silent. We become more timid and close ourselves off. But this is the merit of theatre. Through theatre, you can become uninhibited, you can increase your self-esteem, and this is what's happened with Coriwarmis.
Bolivia has one of the highest rates of gender-related violence in South America. According to Harvard's International Human Rights Clinic, in 2017, the country had the second highest number of femicides per capita on the continent. Assault is even more widespread. A 2013 report by the Pan American Health Organization found that 70% of Bolivian women have been physically abused, nearly always by a man in their home. An actress in Coriwarmis is one of those women. She says she was brutally beaten by the father of her 4 children. More than a decade later, she still has trouble moving some parts of her face.
The abuse that hurt me the most was from my husband. When we marry, we pick the man we love, the one we believe will be with us for life. However, the person we love the most ends up hurting us the most.
The theater group hopes their plays will raise awareness of gender-based violence in Bolivia and empower women, both on stage and in the audience.
Now, she's known as the Salt Queen of Senegal. Marie Diouf has built up a business gathering salt from marshland that she's bought, succeeding in a trade where most owners are men. But her product offers an added extra, iodine, which helps brain development in young children. Maud Julian has the story.
The salt flats of Fatick in western Senegal. Long stretches of marshland where the mineral is scraped, processed, and later exported across the world.
I was a salt harvester, which is what you see those women doing in the pond.
Marie started work here a decade ago and quickly realized that while men were saving up to acquire land, women usually remained gatherers for their whole lives, working long, back-breaking hours for others.
I saw men harvesting salt, and they got to keep whatever they harvested. And I thought to myself, why men and not women?
There were mixed reactions when Marie decided to buy her own salt flats. Many told her running a business was not a job for women.
I always had in mind that people didn't think I could make it, so I did everything I could to succeed. I was courageous and I invested a lot. You can see it through my work, here and in the village.
Marie takes pride in producing a quality product. Her salt is enriched in iodine, which helps the brain development of young children. Today she employs between 10 and 20 people, women and men, and she wants to keep her business growing. The days where her abilities were questioned are long gone.
Marie is a woman with a lot of integrity. She's so active in the domain of iodized salt, so much so that to tease her, I even call her the Salt Queen. The Salt Queen.
This year, the Salt Queen aims to produce 1,000 tons of the mineral. She'll be hard at work until the end of the dry season in a few weeks.
And that's it for now. You can also connect with us via our Facebook page, that of course being France24.51%, or do send us a tweet at _51%. So until our next show, bye for now.